So in principle, we think we do need to leave the ECHR in order to get back control of our borders, in order to make sure that it's the democratically elected British Parliament who decides who can stay here and who needs to leave, which we think should include every single foreign criminal and anyone who attempts to enter the country illegally. We think we need to leave in order to stop veterans, military veterans, being vexatiously pursued, and in order to allow us to decide what oil and gas drilling goes on. So in principle, yes, we need to leave. There are, however, legal details we need to work through. Because we are a responsible, credible party, we're not going to shoot from the hip. We're going to take the next 2 or 3 months to go through some of those detailed legal questions. We're going to get one of the country's most eminent barristers, Lord Wolfson KC, the Shadow Attorney General, to lead that work. Excuse me. He's going to report back in the next 2 or 3 months to enable a final decision to be made by Kemi Badenoch and the Shadow Cabinet. So what we're doing is the responsible, credible thing to do, but our direction of travel is completely clear. We have seen things like the last government's Rwanda scheme blocked by the courts, both in the UK and in Strasbourg, on ECHR grounds. We've seen that judgment in relation to Switzerland, where the Swiss public had a referendum on slowing down the transition to net zero because it was too expensive, and the Strasbourg Human Rights Court used the ECHR to overturn a democratic Swiss referendum on net zero on human rights grounds. Now, when the ECHR was written 75 years ago, they weren't thinking about trying to control climate policy. So the court has expanded its definitions of these articles, not just on immigration, but in other areas as well, way beyond what was originally intended, way beyond common sense. So a lot of people have now changed their mind about the ECHR. And that is why we've reached this point, but we are going to do the thinking properly. And in terms of unanimity, we recently decided that we needed to repeal the Human Rights Act, which is what basically gives the ECHR domestic legal force in relation to immigration matters. And we agreed that as a policy a few months ago. We put it to a vote in Parliament. Labour voted against it. But on the Conservative side, we had unanimity on that topic. So I think the party has come a long way, and we are pretty united on this now.